Hello, this is a video review for Anstar dash cam. This is a rear view mirror mounted dash cam. The Anstar model which I have taken is including a 3G SIM. So basically this dash cam can connect to the internet. As you can see the Android interface in the front. So this I had purchased it from AliExpress for close to $120, which translates to close to 7,000 Indian rupees. Basically this unit can be used as a DVR dash cam. It can be used for navigation as well as GPS tracking. So currently what you see is the user interface for the dash cam. This is the compass, volume up and volume down, brightness up and brightness down settings. This is the Android app settings. This is the Play Store where you can download different apps. This Bluetooth is to connect your mobile phone, and this is the Google Map, and this is the DVR camera. So now the DVR camera interface is open. Currently the front camera is shooting the video ahead. This is the back camera. When you click dual camera, it is picture in picture, so you can have feed of both. This button can be used to take a snapshot. And what is over here is the different various DVR files that has been recorded when I have been driving. I'll just show you a small demo. So as you can see, various files are shown and the video is shown over here. The video clarity is pretty good, and the number plates are easily seen. Specifically the high security number plates, they are captured really well. The daytime video quality is really good. The colors are saturated. This DVR is capable of recording the voice of the cabin also. Let's check the back camera. So this is the video quality of the back camera. Even the back camera, when the relative velocity between the vehicle behind and my vehicle is less than 20, the number plates are very clear and readable. So for the price paid, this DVR camera is really good and the quality is pretty good. The issues with this camera for video recording is during the night time. The low light video setting is not great, but still number plates are visible, so basically the camera performs its functions. I have checked various other cameras video quality on YouTube, and for the price you pay for this camera, I believe this is one of the best DVR camera you get on the market as of date. So let's go through the other settings in the interface. Now let's check the Google Maps. So this is how the Google Map interface is. It's pretty intuitive. It works exactly like the phone. It navigates really well. The only issue is the navigation is in the landscape mode, but otherwise the navigation is pretty good. The unit has its own speaker, so while you are playing your music on the phone using a head unit, this DVR unit will give you voice guided navigation. So that is a very useful feature. On top of it, the best part of this DVR is during the navigation, the screen is of such good reflective quality that even during the navigation you can see what is behind you through the rear view. The only issue is during daytime when the light intensity is very high. That time the screen, the maps, the contrast is pretty low. So what happens is you'll have to strain your eyes to look at the map, but that is not a major distraction, and this navigation works really well. So let's go to the other settings that is there in the dash cam. So these are the basic settings. So now you can take on the allow video log. So what happens is when the car meets with a collision, the G sensor is activated and it will automatically lock the video for I guess 3 minutes. You can set the sensitivity of the accelerometer using this. So the storage data also can be seen over here. To go into the Android settings menu, you have to go to the others and go for more. This is the native Android settings menu where you can access everything. So currently these are the various apps that I am using right now. The two most important apps I use is Torque for OBD reader and the Google Apps for navigation. So let's check how the OBD reader works. Let me switch on the OBD reader. So I've got a V-Gate OBD device. This is a Torque Pro. So currently the dash cam unit is connected to the OBD device. So this is my data screen that I use during my drives. Let me start the engine so you can have a fair idea. So currently ECU is connected. You can see the RPM, the coolant temperature. So this setting is according to my user interface. I pretty much like the Torque app. I log each and every of my trip using this Torque app. So basically this DVR unit does the functions of a phone. It is useful for navigation, it is useful for OBD reading, and that's about it. The video quality is really good. I will add links to in the description of the video quality of the front and the rear camera. I'll also add link to the in the description for the purchase through AliExpress. Of the research I've done, this is one of the best dash cams I've seen in the market. So this is the basic user interface. So the advantage of this dash cam is when it is taking the video, the following can be recorded as a timestamp: the date, the time, the lat long, and the speed in which the car is traveling. So it's very useful in case of proving an innocence during an accident. Since it also tells you the speed at which the vehicle is moving. So all in all, I feel this is one of the most economic dash cam units available in the market. So you can see the different wire connections. So we have wired it in such a way that the wirings don't interfere. Let me just zoom out and show it to you. So these are the wires. This is for the power. This is the mini USB power socket. This is for the rear camera, and this is for the GPS module, which is hidden behind the dashboard. So let me show you one more setting in this. So while you are driving, when you don't want the screen on the DVR to be on, there are two settings. So you can see a button over here. So this is a sleep. This is basically the sleep button as well as the screen shut button. So when you do the first click, this goes into the auto dimming mode. Since Duster does not have auto dimming in IVRM, this setting can be used by increasing the brightness of the screen by just sliding through your finger. This really works well at night when I don't have to use the manual button to shift the prism. The next setting after the auto dimming is the full screen off setting. This is used for the normal rear cam. As you can see right now how it functions. The reflection is very good. The view is pretty wide. You can even after the view of the rear window, you can also see the sides, you can see the rear passenger. So that way this rear view camera is really good. So again, when you click it, the native screen comes on, or whatever you were using previously, that screen comes on. So currently I just use a SIM card, use data package, and I can check the location of the vehicle with my phone. So currently this DVR unit is of multi-purpose function to me. It is used for the OBD sensor, it is used as a dash camera, it is used for navigation, and the next part is it is also useful as a GPS car locator. So there is a app which I use on my phone called Car Assist. So I'll give you a detailed brief about the Car Assist app now. Now I'm going to show you the Car Assist app. So this is the Car Assist app. So this is my main screen where you can see one of my devices online right now, which is the DVR. So these are the following settings. The first I'm going to show you is the monitor or alarm. So whenever somebody is trying to shake the car, somebody entering the vehicle, and or somebody starting the car, I get the alerts on my phone. It's a very useful feature. I'll just show you an example where the car has been shaking. So as you can see, the car has been shaking at the so-and-so location, and it shows me the picture from the front camera. Show you one more instant. As you can see, car has been again shaking. So it will show me where was the location when the car was shaking. As you can see, this is the photo from the rear cam. So this is a photo shot from the front cam. So whenever a car shakes, the rear cam and the front cam takes respective photographs to show where the vehicle is. You can also see the location of the vehicle on the map as shown above. It also tells you when all the car has been started. So it gives us an alert notification on your phone and will tell you the location where the car has started. You can also remotely capture the photo from your DVR front cam. Currently the DVR has taken a photo. Now it shows where the car is standing, and it is downloading the front and rear cam photos. So currently car is standing over here. The front cam photo is just downloading. So it shows the front cam location where the vehicle is standing. It's a very useful feature. In case somebody else is driving your vehicle, you can remotely check where the vehicle is currently and at what scenario the vehicle is in. So this is the alarm module. You can also have a GPS track history. It shows where all the vehicle has been for each date. So moving out, let us go to the DVR files. So currently we're going and checking the DVR files. I can access all the DVR files right from my phone. This requires either a Wi-Fi hotspot connection or both the DVR and the phone connected to the same Wi-Fi network, which is the case as of now. So as you can see, these are the various files my DVR has recorded in the past few days. And this is a pretty robust feature, and I can also play the video on my phone. So let me just show you an example. Just take this. Since it is connected through Wi-Fi, there will be a slight amount of buffering, but you can see the video on your phone directly from your dash cam. Below it will show you the track, the map where your vehicle was going during the video shoot. So these are a set of logged videos. This happens when there is a kind of an accident. When the G sensor is triggered, it immediately locks the last I think 2-3 minutes of video. So that's about this app. This app is a very useful app. The only problem is this app is not available on the Google Play Store. I could find this app after a lot of digging through some China website, but this app is extremely useful, and this app is required for you to track your vehicle remotely. So that's about it, folks. This is a review for Anstar DVR.
In 400 meters, turn right.